Consumer survey and panel is an extremely super important, valuable research study. You should never not order this. It gives you a lot of really great information. Just kind of going through it. Typically, you won't necessarily worry too much about the pretty little bar charts here. What's more important to you are the tables. So this first one gives you brand awareness by consumer segment. So basically, what percentage of all individuals in each segment are aware of which brands? Okay. Why this is important is this kind of gets to the basic idea of advertising. The goal of advertising is to increase awareness that hopefully some down the road with some persuasion will lead to some sort of purchase. So the higher your awareness, the more people you're going to have buy the product down at the end of what we call the sales funnel. Okay. So if you're, say, for example, if you are Most and you were targeting, say, the high earners, you would look here and see, okay, 41% of high earners know about Most, but you can also see that the awareness levels for all your competitors are a little bit to a lot higher. So this would cue you into the fact that you need to increase your brand awareness, which is done through advertising media. As a general rule, you want to get the brand awareness for your targeted segments around 70%. Okay, so once you get it to 70%, any money you throw at it trying to get it higher and higher, you're going to have probably negative returns on that. So don't worry if you're at 68 or 69 and someone's at 73. Don't worry about spending the money to try to catch up, because you're really not going to get that back in terms of brand contribution. Purchase intentions. So purchase intentions here, just basically you go out and you ask individuals in each of the segments. Next time you're in the market for, in this context, a Sonite, which one do you think you would buy? Okay, and you get all these numbers for all the different particular segments. Okay, so this kind of links consumers' ideal values with consumer perception of brands. Okay, so the closer you are to the ideal values of a particular segment, the higher your purchase intention is going to be. Okay, so if your number on here is low, you probably should work on repositioning your brand in order to increase intentions. Okay, shopping habits, just basically where do the different segments shop? Okay, they all shop differently. Savers tend to shop more at, for low cost options, whereas high earners and professionals do exactly the opposite. Okay, and so when you are putting together your commercial team, you want to do it in a way that's proportionate to where consumers actually shop, because you don't want to be heavy in, say, specialty stores when in effect most of your consumers in a particular segment shop at online stores, for example. Okay, so this will help you with that. And then we have market share. So market share basically is taking purchase intentions, converting them into actual purchases. Okay, so again, you've asked a bunch of consumers, which Sonite do you own? And this is how the numbers play out. Okay, so you want to be the market leader, obviously. This will show you kind of who's your closest competitors in terms of market share and things like that. If you experience a gap between intentions and market share, there could be a couple of things. First of all, if your market share is lower than your intentions, either your price isn't right or your distribution isn't right. Okay, so basically, for whatever reason, even though consumers want the product, they're not going to buy it. Okay, now sometimes, strangely, you may have the opposite, where you have market shares higher than purchase intentions. And what has happened here is that basically your competitor has run out of product, and what they've done is they've bought yours because they couldn't find the one that they really, really wanted. Okay, so if you get in that situation, that's great. So it just means you're taking market share away from competitors who didn't have enough product. Okay, and that's all we're going to say about consumer survey and panel. Again, super important. Make sure that you order this one. It will be super helpful, and you will be totally in the dark if you don't order it.